got this great idea for an update. We're gonna take these characters that are not very popular. They're called the Defenders. Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Daredevil. And we're gonna make a full update for them in Marvel Future Fight. Here's how it's gonna go. Because these characters are not very popular, we're gonna make this team collection really powerful. There's only 4 characters in the Defenders. It's a small group of characters, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the buffs very powerful. We're going to give a massive leadership to Iron Fist, 60% to all Defenders. We're gonna give Jessica Jones fantastic passives for her to use to buff up the Defenders. And then we're gonna give Luke Cage the same thing. He's gonna have a crazy PvP leadership for only Defenders, which is very, very powerful. But then he's also going to have buffs, passive buffs on his uniform that also apply only to Defenders allies. It's going to be a perfect mixture of synergistic value and strong characters, and people are going to use them for years in PvP. It's going to be amazing. Guys, I have a great idea for the update right before the anniversary. Here's what we do. We take a really cool but not very popular group, the Black Order. Okay, we're gonna add a new member to the team, Black Swan. She's gonna be good, but very expensive. And then we're only going to buff one other member of the Black Order. There's 5 members. I can count, yes, but I only want to do one. We're gonna do one. And then here's what we do. We don't buff him. We give him very, very small, tiny buff. Okay? And buff is useless. We make the buff useless. Just 5% more. Yeah, just 5%. Tier 4. And then we give him a uniform, but we also make the effect very bad. Very bad artifact effect. Very bad. Really bad. And just very, very small effect. And then we release another character, and he's not Black Order. He's not Black Order. So funny. He's not Black Order. Why release him? Same update. It's funny. Funny time. Very funny. As you probably guessed from the intro of this video, I'm not very happy with this mini update. And it's probably not a stretch to say that the majority of the player base are not happy with this mini update. Mainly because of the fact that it is useless. And that the devs have shown, at least this dev team, whoever worked on these specific characters, balancing-wise, has shown that they have absolutely no idea what they are doing and don't know how to sell characters outside of aesthetics. And I have to give it to them. The aesthetics of Thane and Ebony Maw are very good. That is true. And the characters look unique and feel unique and don't really play like their former versions. They really did a great job in that regard. And that's where it ends. So it's really, truly a testament to the hard work and the dedication and the skill of the art team and the people who design the skills as far as the looks go and whatever. They did an excellent job. They did a fantastic job. But then the people who actually do the numbers and the people who figure out, okay, this is how we're going to make this uniform fit into the game as far as the meta goes, right? Those people who need to have their pulse on the game and need to understand where players are and how players are progressing. Those people either disappeared or took a day off or, just scribbled a bunch of stuff with crayon on a piece of paper and mailed it in, because top to bottom, these characters are just terribly underperforming and just terribly underwhelming for what you're getting. Hey, let's get a brand new 1050 crystal uniform that's not even discounted at 50%, that is barely better than the one we released for him, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's been ages since this uniform, and this was an original uniform, and this uniform actually made him meta. And what does this uniform do? It tries badly and in vain to ape what made this uniform good and just fails. It's almost like someone who doesn't play Marvel Future Fight and doesn't work for Netmarble Monster. They looked at this uniform and they said, oh, what made people like this uniform? I'm going to do this, but slightly better, numbers-wise. And that's what we get. That's what we get. And, you know, even if thus far you're fully unconvinced of what I'm saying and you're like, okay, Alex, you're just overreacting. Not every uniform can be meta. The devs clearly know what they're doing. Let's take a look at Ebony Maw's skills, okay? Let's take a look at his skills because turns out you can actually instant cancel almost all of Ebony's skills. You can instant cancel 1, you can instant cancel 2, you can instant cancel 3, you could even instant cancel 5. And you can see the meteors raining down on 5. So, you can instant cancel 1, 2, 3, and 5. That's crazy. The only skill you can't instant cancel is the 4th skill, and you can actually delay cancel the 4th skill. So let's see, since the devs know so much about their game, the devs that worked on this update, right? Since the devs that worked on this update from a numbers perspective and actually like a gameplay perspective, since they understand the game so well, let's take a look at what they think the practice combo should be. 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's interesting. Let's see what the preview says. Let's just see, just for fun, let's just see what the preview says. How many hits do you think the people who made the uniform can get? Wow, 95, 97, 97 hits. Wow, 97, that's pretty good. Remember, these are the people that made the uniform. I didn't make the uniform. I've been playing with the uniform for like 2 hours. Let's see what I was able to come up with in 2 hours. Okay, are we ready for this? End preview. Okay, I don't know why it's lagging. All right, here we go. And 5, 4, 1, 2, 3. So the number to beat is 97. Oh, shit. Oh, I beat it. 126. Oops. Let's try that again. Maybe that was a fluke. Oh, no. 124. Oh, so in an hour, I was able to come up with a better, easier rotation that does more hits than the people who developed the fucking uniform. What is your job? Is your job to bring stuff to us that's incomplete or very poorly advertised and then have us figure it out? Is this like some sort of Easter egg hunt or a wild goose chase? What exactly is your job? Can you tell me? Who is paying you money to do this? Because they should be paying me. I'm doing your job. Other players, thanklessly, are doing your job. In the forums, on Discord, on Reddit, on Twitter, online, on WeChat, etc. They're doing your job. On Naver Chat. They're figuring out these characters when you clearly cannot. And you know what? I hate to blame whoever individually wrote this skill combo. I want to blame their manager. Because truly, I think most of the evils of this game come from the people above the people working at the bottom. So I don't really want to, make this a class war kind of thing, but it probably should be. And it's really disappointing that this is the kind of stuff we get. This is the level of effort that we're getting right before the anniversary. Right before they say, hey guys, thank you so much for 9 years of service. Spend more money, right? Because that's ultimately the message. And listen, I'm fine with that message under normal circumstances. And under normal circumstances, this two-letter, two-word combination, normal circumstances, or 3-word combination, right? Under normal circumstances, is really the issue here because these are not normal circumstances. You released an update that's not even half-baked, right? You released a character that's very expensive, that you're positioning as a tier 4, and he's not very good. And on top of not being very good, his passives are not very good, and his ability as a support, which you so, strongly put out there, is not very good. I don't have to buy this uniform. I can just get him to level 80, and I can go and get the previous uniform. So what exactly were you working on for 2 weeks? You were working on nothing. You were working on just Thane, right? This is all you were working on. This is it for 2 weeks. That's pretty sad. And this is not the kind of effort you want to put forward weeks before the anniversary. And this is what I told them a month ago. I said, guys, the anniversary is at the end of April. You have to finish strong into the anniversary so that players are hyped, so that players want to spend money. Right now, players are like, man, can I take a break for 2 weeks? This is really boring. This game is really boring. I have to focus on my finals. I have to focus on studying. I have to focus on work. Maybe I'm just not going to play for a while. How can you fumble something so simple? They're the Black Order. They're the coolest characters. They're some of the coolest characters relative to Thanos. And somehow you guys bungle it. Somehow you bungle it, you know? Look at this buff on Black Dwarf from, 3 years ago? Let's take a look. He has a Black Order only passive effect. As soon as I can find it. Okay? Applies to Black Order allies. This was 3 years ago. I believe this was 2021 in about May or June. Decreases damage received from physical reflect by 60%, immunity to stun, and guard break immunity. Now that was for 1,000 crystals. You bought his uniform, and you get this buff for all Black Order allies. Now let's take a look if you can pull his artifact, what his Black Order buff is. Wow. Increases damage to superheroes and supervillains. Wow. Nothing cool, nothing interesting, nothing that really has an impact. Just a little bit more damage. Just a little bit more damage. Not healing, not like some immortality thing, you know. Nothing cool. Just whatever, a little bit more damage. And it's on an artifact, by the way. I also need to stress how this is on an artifact. An artifact which you either have to, you gamble for with crystals, or you gamble for with essence, or you wait and choose the 4-star version from a selector, but the 4-star version is only 14%. And that's it. Versus a uniform that you buy that changes a character, changes all their skills, makes this character good, and on top of it, it has an actual powerful, game-shifting buff. This buff is like, wow, I can now do a hybrid build for all of the members of the Black Order. I can turn Corvus Glaive, who has a revive, I can turn him into a glass cannon. He can be my Oppenheimer because he's going to revive anyways, and now he has guard break immunity. So like Adam, he doesn't need guard break immunity on his obelisk. So maybe I could give him a brilliant CTP of energy, and he can just burst off with a ton of damage. I can do all these cool things. I can make all these interesting design choices as a player with the pieces of the puzzle that you're giving me because I have these options. I can use Iron Fist's lead. Oh, I can put Jessica Jones and Luke Cage together and make a Reflect team without Daredevil. Or I could put Luke Cage and Daredevil together and not use Jessica Jones if I want to go more offensive. Wow, I can do things in a different way. Okay, let's see okay, guys, let's put Ebony Maw and Thane on the same team. Oh, wait. Ebony Maw's leadership buffs energy attack, and Thane has physical attack. Shit, that doesn't work. Okay, no worries, guys. I got the Ebony Maw Black Order artifact. Let's go. Ebony Maw and Thane. Oh, shit, wait. Thane is not Black Order. Shit. What have you guys done? What exactly did you do this update? I have no idea. I'm still going to cover these characters because that's my duty. But my duty first and foremost is to expose laziness and ineptitude wherever I see it. And it's besides the art department, as far as the balancing goes, whoever is in the balancing department, please hire me for free or hire someone else. I don't care. This is not an ego thing. Just hire someone who knows how to do their job, right? Hire someone who knows how to do their job. You know what? Better yet, go and find the person who made the Defenders. They understood balancing. If they're not working at the company anymore, get them back. They understood balancing. They understood how to make a character strong without making the character OP. They understood how to make characters who were not very cool actually interesting. And they created a game that was more fun and more spicy than this bland, watered down soup that we have now of this nonsense. So yeah, that's my first impressions of the Marvel Future Fight 9.9.5 update. Are you ready for the anniversary, guys?